Ha ha ha. I just recorded tapping daily doings and I forgot to actually record. So I did the whole video. Actually, I thought I did a better job than I usually do, and I slowed down the tapping and everything was terrific. And then I discovered I hadn't hit record. Oh well, now we're going to start all over again, repeat it, and we're going to really actually be recording. So today we're going to be talking about doing that 30-second pitch at networking meetings. So I have a question for you. Are you one of those women who knows in your heart that in-person networking is the best way to get clients and customers, but you just can't bring yourself to going to a networking meeting? You can't do it. It's too scary because you have to stand up in front of a bunch of women that you don't know and tell them what you do, and then ask them to maybe meet you after the meeting and talk about how you could solve their problem. And just thinking about it gives you the queasies, and you go, never mind, I don't think I'm going to do this networking business after all. Hi, Phil. Glad you're here. Well, I'm going to give you a couple of tips, and then, of course, we're going to tap through this so that you will feel more comfortable about doing this networking business and giving your 30-second pitch. Yes, the meetings I go to, you have 30 seconds to tell people what you do and how you solve their problem. So here are a couple of tips for you real quickly. One of them is, if this is something that worries you, write down what you're going to say. Be sure you include how you can help somebody solve their problem. And then practice it. Walk around the house and practice it. Say it in front of your family. Say it in front of your dog. Say it in front of your cats. Practice a few times. You don't need to memorize it. I'm not suggesting that. But you do want to do some practicing, because it's practicing that will make you feel a little bit more comfortable. And if you're still queasy about it, you can take a deep breath. Then just say to yourself, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Jo Wagner, the Unstuck Coach, and this is Tapping Daily Doings, where I help women entrepreneurs get through some minor little thing that just keeps us from moving forward in our business. These are little short videos, very little short tapping sequences. So we're certainly not going to go in depth with a major problem, but we're just going to tackle some of those things that keep us from moving forward. And today, obviously, from what I said in the beginning, we're going to tap through how to get over this fear of getting up in front of people you don't know and talking to them about what you do and how you can solve their problem. But first, I'd like you to go below the video and just hit like. And then if you know some women entrepreneurs who could use this information, go ahead and click share. Share it with on your timeline so that other women entrepreneurs can see it and they can also get this information. And once more, now I remind you this every single time, and I'm going to remind you again today. If you don't tap with me, tapping won't work. You have to actually do the tapping. I can't do it for you. I can show you how. I can tap it for myself, but you have to tap also. So you ready? Okay, take a deep breath. And here we go. Oh, forget it. Just forget it. Forget it right now. I'm not going to that meeting. There is no way anyone can make me get up in front of a bunch of strangers, women I don't even know, and tell them what I do. No, I'm not doing it. It's too scary. I'd make a big fool of myself. People would laugh at me. They wouldn't want to hire me, or they wouldn't want to buy from me. I can't do it. I have other ways of marketing. I don't need to meet anyone in person because this business of talking in front of people that I don't know, that I've never met, and just getting up there and giving some little speech, I can't do it. And then I heard that at some meetings, if you talk for too long, like even over 30 seconds, they ring a bell. I can't imagine. What if I botched it up? And they rang the bell while I was speaking. They rang the bell on me. That would be awful. I don't think I could deal with that. There's no way. I'm not doing it. It's not necessary. I don't need to do it. I'm going to stay home. I don't need to meet people in person. I have other ways of getting clients and getting customers. Forget this women's networking business. Let my friends do it. They want to get up and make a fool of themselves. Well, that's fine, but I'm not going to do it. It just, well, just thinking about it makes me feel kind of queasy. Oh, phew, take a deep breath. Okay, let's do the positive part of the tapping. That's a little bit more fun. You ready? Take another deep breath. So, I know that I don't feel comfortable. I'm not comfortable talking in front of people I don't know and standing up, and what if I make a mistake? But you know, maybe I could try it. Maybe it wouldn't be so awful. I could write it down first. I could practice. I could walk around. I could say it to my dog. My dog loves me. If I made a mistake, it would be okay with my dog. I'll do it that way. I'll just practice. You know, I bet maybe the first time I could even read it. Now, that might not be the best, but it would be okay. At least I'd get out there and I'd meet some other women who are business owners, and I'd tell them how I could help them, how I can solve their problem. And I really want to help these women. So I'm just going to be open to going to these networking meetings and explaining what I do, standing up, and then I've already practiced, so I'm not going to ramble on, and I'm going to sit down before the bell rings, and I'm going to honor these feelings, these terrible feelings that I have about being frightened. There's nothing to be frightened of, but since those are my feelings, I'm going to honor those feelings, but I'm also going to be open to going ahead and trying women's networking and getting up and standing in front of people that I don't know, telling them what I do, and explaining how I can help them. Well, that feels a little better, doesn't it? And I suggest, as usual, that you tap this through as many times as you need to. And I also want to remind you that much as the negative part doesn't feel very good, it's actually the most important part. So if you only have just a minute, and you're not going to do the whole thing, make sure that you do the negative piece, because that's actually the part that is releasing all these negative, scary feelings from your energy system. Now, there's a much longer explanation to that, and when we do longer videos, I'll explain that to you. But right now, I'm just going to tell you that you need to be doing the negative, because that's really what's doing the work. And then you can follow up with the positive. So I want to thank you for being here. I'm glad that you've been tapping with me to get rid of feeling scared about getting up in front of talking to people that you don't know. You're not alone. Many, many, many people, women, men, we all have feelings of apprehension about talking in front of people, especially people that we don't know. So it's okay that you feel that way, and you can get over it, and I know that you can get good at doing it. So let me know how it goes. You can send me an email, you can send me a text on Facebook. I'd love to know how it's going for you. And again, go down below the video, like the video, and then share it with friends so that they can also learn about this tapping. Now, tomorrow we won't be doing Tapping Daily Doings because tomorrow is Wednesday. So Wednesdays, it's a much longer video. It's always at 2 p.m. here on Facebook. So it's Tapping and More, 2 p.m. here on Facebook. And we're going to talk about why Facebook Live is one of the most important ways that you can market your business. And if I know that for some of you, if you thought that the 30-second pitch was scary, the idea of doing Facebook Live might be even scarier. So we're going to tap through that. I've got a couple of great stories for you about why I resisted doing video. And it's not because I'm uncomfortable speaking in public. It's a whole nother reason. So you'll want to come and listen and find out what it was that kept me from doing that. Listen to my stories. And you're going to get a lot of great information about doing Facebook Live. And of course, we're going to be tapping. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And by the way, if you'd like to kind of get clear on your goals, on what's working, on what's not working, on what you'd like to be doing but you're not sure, on how to, you need some strategies, what action to take, what are some of the possibilities, then I would like to invite you to come on over to Overwhelm to Action forward, oops, I got the URL wrong, overwhelmtoaction.com/clarity. That's CLARITY. Again, overwhelmtoaction.com/clarity. Find out more about it and then sign up to chat with me, and we'll spend some time looking at your goals and figuring out where you might go and getting through some strategies and what your next action steps are. Would love to talk to you. So hope to see you then. And hope to see you tomorrow right here on Facebook Live, 2 p.m. And we'll talk about doing Facebook Live. Be well.